Hey guys, what's up? It's Apollo. Thanks for stopping by and welcome back to another online battle, Medieval Kingdoms Total War 1212 AD. This time we're stuck in a little bit of a snowstorm, which is really awesome. It just makes the battle seem so cinematic and epic. I don't know what it is. Snowy battles and battles in the desert, they just make the battles feel so grand and like epic. So anyways, in this battle, it's a 1v1. I'm commanding the Kievan Rus, which is a pretty solid faction. They have some really good infantry. Their archers are pretty poor because they only have mercenary archers, but their cav and shock infantry, very nasty. I've got some Rus Guard axemen over here. And then in today's battle, I am facing Poland, which he is bringing a lot of deadly Polish knights. He's got like 5 units of Polish knights, and then he's bringing some Polish noble cav, which is like a skirmish javy cav that also do pretty well in melee. And then if we look at his infantry, he's spamming the Polish swordsmen. So he's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 units of Polish swordsmen. Look at them marching through the forest with the snow. That is just so great. That is so awesome looking. And then he's bringing some spears, some Polish spearmen to help out his cav. So I guess nice close up on them. Oh, that is so great. And then he has his general over here, which is a Polish knight. So a lot of Polish knights and a lot of Polish swordsmen. If we look at my army, I've got 4 units of mercenary archers, and then I have 4 units of dismounted Druzina. Let's get a nice close-up on them. They look pretty sweet. I believe this is the first time I'm showing you this faction. And then I have my general here, which is a Sars Guard. Look at them. They look so good. And then I showed you this faction, or this unit earlier. It's my Rus Guard axemen. So we get a nice close-up on them. They are pushing forward. And then I have some skirmish cav over here. I don't know how to pronounce it, but I got 2 units of them. It's like Kerny Klobki. I have no idea. But they're pretty sweet. They're pretty deadly. And for my cav, I've got 3 units of Druzina cavalry. And I have 1 unit of Rus spearmen. So we'll get a nice zoom in on them. And then I've got 1 unit of Rus militia spearmen, which are a little bit lesser. And I believe that's it for the army. So we'll go ahead and do normal speed, because this one is about to take off. This is nice cinematic view here, running through the snow. I'm about to charge into my spearmen, and this is where I'm going to charge back. Oh, look at, oh, he's going to skirmish me, so I'm going to engage him, try to cancel that skirmishing there, and then I'm going to push forward my spears. Push, men, push into the snow. And then I have the rest of my cav charging in and the rest of my spears. Go, Druzina, fly. So there we go. We got a nice view of what's going on. So he definitely outnumbers me, but I'm doing a good job containing him and doing the best with my spears to try to overwhelm his cav. And then I've got my skirmish cav coming over the flank. I wasn't worried about them getting hit by archers because he didn't bring any archers. He brought kind of more like a rush build. And then he started chasing me with this general. So it was like, okay, you want to chase me? I'll go ahead and push up my mercenary archers and fire at your flank. So now I'm firing at the flank of the general. So I'm getting some good hits there. But I'm going to continue to run away through the trees. See, he's zoning out my my skirmish cav. So now what I'm going to do is charge in and try to pin him down in melee, and then push forward my axes and my Druzina to try to fight off his general in melee using my infantry. But he was smart enough to retreat out of there. And then let's head back quickly to this fight over here. The cav battle is still going down. Look how epic this looks. And then I committed one of my axe units into the fight as well, because they desperately need help against all this massive cav force of Poland. And he's also going to send in some spears into the fight. Here comes his army. And then here comes his infantry. The infantry are about to collide now. Charge in. I've got my men in shield wall formation. Poland and Kievan Rus doing battle. So let's go ahead and show what's going on here. So again, even though he has more infantry, I'm doing a good job containing them. I've got some Rus Guard axemen protecting the flanks. It looks like he's going to try to charge them. Maybe I wasn't paying attention, but I really missed out an opportunity there. I need to get charges off with this shock infantry, but I just missed it. Now they just have to go toe-to-toe against the Polish swordsmen. My archers are desperately trying to kill whatever they can, going after the Polish general. Let's get a nice view of this infantry fight. This is so epic of a battle, guys. This snow just really tops it off. I really love it. But this battle is pretty nasty over here as well, this cav battle. It's mostly my my Rus spearmen and my axemen here doing a great job. And then here's my general who's trying to keep the men inspired. I've got my Sars guard. I noticed that he was trying to push out, zone out some Polish noble cav. So I wanted to follow his movements here. And that's why my general is kind of protecting the flanks, because I do not need my men outflanked. And then I sent over 2 units of mercenary archers to try to support against the missile cav there. There they go. They're already firing. Let's get a nice view of that. See, did we get any kills there? Oh, now he's going to focus down my general, which is not good. General getting hit hard. But what I'm going to do with my general is push over here, because I noticed he's even pushing even more Polish knights. So I really need to contain that, because I do not want them flanking me around. Flanking my troops around. So back to this main infantry fight. My men are holding well, even though they're getting attacked by Polish knights and Polish swordsmen. But look at the center here. We are winning. The Drazina are very, very nasty. They are a must. If you're gonna lead this faction into battle, you have to bring Drazina, because they are the heart of this army. They kick ass. They're really good. And I even got my mercenary archers now engaged in melee, because I'm just trying to contain his infantry. And look at this. He's trying to flank around with this Polish swordsman. My archer's gonna hold the line. Brave, brave mercenary archers. And then way back here, my skirmish cav is unfortunately getting cut down. The general is way away from his main army, but he is causing my my missile cav to break, which is unfortunate, because I could really use them right now. But look at the battle line. Let's get a nice view of this battle line. This is so awesome. Look at long battle line of brave Eastern Europeans slaughtering each other. And look, his men are breaking. This is my Drazina, I believe. Yes. So this is the part of the battle where it gets really important that I'm going to win this. So I'm going to flank around my infantry, because I did slaughter his men in that center. So there we go. I'm flanking around his Polish knights. The battle over here is still going strong, but it's not exactly going in my favor, because he has so many elite cav. I'm just doing the best I can to try to contain them. Mercenary archers, I even have some... Actually, you know what? These are all mercenary archers in my general, fighting off 2 units of Polish spearmen and a Polish noble cav. And then over here, what do we got? Looks like we got a little infantry battle. Some Rus Guard axemen against his Polish spearmen. Oh, just so cinematic, guys. This is such a great battle. And here we go. I'm charging in more spears, my Rus militia spearmen. And I also have some Drazina cav fighting off the Polish knights. Here's the good thing about the Polish knights. They're a shock cav. My Drazina cav is a melee cav, so I'm going to beat them if they hang around in this fight for too long. And that's what he's doing, so I'll take it. I will certainly take it. But it's a rough battle so far. My general is doing the best he can. He's running around trying to support as many units as possible. And then I sent over some dismounted Drazina over here as well. Look at this. He's trying to surround my Drazina, getting some good charges in him. So I definitely won the infantry fight, but it is far from over. But so far, it is in my favor, and I do like the outcome so far of this battle. But I still have a lot to work to do. This is still anyone's game. He can turn this around if he uses his cav well. Just trying to kill his Polish swordsman. Oh, this is a great shot right here. I'm so making this the thumbnail. Look at them. They're just standing there even though there's enemies right in front of them. I'm just going to hit my shield. Sound intimidating. Oh, this is what I'm talking about. So he finally killed off my skirmish cav, and now he's sending in his lancers, or his Polish nobles, his Polish knights, and then he's also sending in his general, and they're getting some vicious cycle charges on my infantry. And all I can really do is try to break his infantry and continue to hold my ground. And then over here, he's causing some of my militia spearmen to break. And my general is in this fight, fighting for his life, fighting for his people, just trying to get the Polish to break. It looks like I'm disengaging him from the fight. My general is exhausted, just being in the snow, running around, just a very disgusting feeling. I hate when you're in the snow and you gotta like exercise or something. Running around in the snow, that is the worst. I hate when you gotta exercise. No. But now I've got infantry freed up and I'm gonna charge them into the cav here. Let's get a nice view of that. My spearmen and some Drazina. They're gonna support the cav quick before we can pin them, before they leave. Pin them down. Oh, it looks like they're just barely gonna get out. But let's head back over here. This very cool fight near the small patch of trees. Looks like I'm winning. Looks like I'm doing really well here. But his general is still alive. He's doing a great job using his general and getting some cycle charges. So I really need to get rid of his general if I want to win this battle so I can break his men, hopefully. There's some swordsmen charging in. Pretty great battle. I really enjoyed this fight. It was so competitive. Just down to the wire. And there was like two different sides. But look at this. He's finally breaking. We've killed enough of his forces to break the enemy. And even the general is losing heart. And now his Polish knights are running off the battlefield. What a cool shot right there. Run away! So my general stands victorious. But there's still one more unit we have to take care of. But if we look over here, the battle line was really in my favor. This infantry fight, my Drazina are so nasty. And I felt like because I formed shield wall, that really helped me out. And the Polish swordsmen are just no match for my Drazina. But look at this, we're gonna end this battle with two generals charging into each other. Polish general just fighting for his dignity. Fighting for all his brave men that died on the battlefield. And right after that charge, his unit breaks. They're just so exhausted. Even my general is exhausted. We are victorious. There we go. And that is the battle. The snowy, snowy battle. So it was pretty intense. It was all over the place. I tried to get as many good cinematic shots as I could, but also I wanted to be sure to be clear about my strategy. But really what it came down to is my infantry just being a lot superior over his. Also, the use of the archers helped me a lot too. They didn't get a ton of kills, but they helped hold the flanks, and also they attacked certain targets, which really weakened their numbers. So that's always helpful. I mean, look at this long line. And then over here, I felt like I won the cav engagement because one, he left his cav in the fight for too long against my melee cav. Also, I had a lot of spears and infantry in the mix. He also put in some spears and infantry, but I felt like he was a little too late. And again, I had the advantage with my melee cav. So let's go ahead and see the end results, and I'll show you how deadly the Drazina are. Look at the kills on the Drazina. Look at that. That is insane. That is mind-blowing. All of them got over 100. The lowest was 155. The highest was 271, almost 300 kills. My axemen did all right. They didn't really see too much action, but you know, they helped out against the enemy cav. My spears did pretty well. My Rus spearmen getting over 100 kills, and then the militia almost getting 100 kills. My archers, again, not doing amazing, but they helped. And then my cav did pretty solid. And my horse archer's not doing that great, but I kind of lost him pretty early to his general. And then my general only got 68 kills, but you know, he did stuff. He was important. And then looking at his army, looking at his infantry, his Polish swordsmen just really suffered. The Polish swordsmen are just they're not good enough to take on the Drazina, which is fine. You know, he relied heavily on his shock cav here, but I feel like if he mixed in some like some melee cav, he would have done a lot better. He would have overwhelmed me. I think if he microed his cav a little bit better, he would have beaten me in that battle. But I felt like I did a good job containing him. Also, he had some spears that got a good amount of kills, 184, which was really good. So I hope you enjoyed this battle. It was a lot of fun. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.